This weekend, the Virginia Chorale has a Silver Jubilee concert, and we have asked Scott Williamson, the director, to come to talk to us about this program, which contains some commissions and some special works and some works that you may not have heard before, but we'll be glad to have heard them once the concerts take place this weekend. So, Scott, welcome back. Always nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Dwight. Great to be here.
What was the basis of the choice of music for this particular concert?
Well, one of the hallmarks of the Virginia Chorale's history has been championing new works from living composers. We have three distinguished composers on our advisory board. Stephen Paulus from Minnesota and Libby Larson, also from Minnesota. Libby's a frequent guest of the Virginia Arts Festival.
Right.
And then we have one of our local treasures, Adolphus Hailstork, who's the
yes.
Distinguished professor at Old Dominion University, and the chorale's first CD, back when it was known as the McCullough Chorale, was devoted to the works of Adolphus Hailstork. So we're revisiting three of Hailstork's pieces. He's going to be in the audience. We're doing a beautiful hymn by Stephen Paulus. If you close your eyes and imagine that you were in a cathedral, you could transport yourself back 150 years, such is the idiom. And then we're doing a really fun Alleluia. It's kind of a choral scherzo by Libby Larson. So we wanted to revisit composers that we've had close relationships with. John Dixon is another one.
Oh, yes.
The director of the Academy of Music and a longtime friend and supporter of the chorale. We're doing a piece of his. It's a setting of Wordsworth. Again, it's a very romantic, very immediately accessible piece that John wrote for my predecessor, Bob Schaup.
Oh, yes.
And then we're doing a couple of new pieces by composers that will be new to our audience, but I know they'll quickly become favorites. A piece that I commissioned from a prior engagement by the composer Amy Scaria, who was raised in Virginia. Right now she's finishing her PhD at Duke University. She's had works commissioned and performed by the Philadelphia Orchestra, so she's no slouch, but a wonderful young composer, and she's going to be present, joining some of the other composers in the audience.
Great.
Yeah.
You know, all of these are contemporary composers, 20th and now 21st century composers, and yet all of them do look back. All of them unashamedly accept a romantic approach to their writing, don't they?
That's right. I mean, in history, it seems like things go in cycles, and we're now in a cycle where I think composers in the middle of the 20th century, like Britten and Barber, who were criticized by the avant-garde establishment as being too conservative, as not being forward-looking enough or experimental enough. Now they're in vogue. They wrote music in the middle of the 20th century that was accessible, that was tuneful, that was still tonal when it was popular to write atonal music. And so we're going to end the concert with the first in an ongoing series of Britten's works. I'm calling it the Britten Project because in 2013, Britten will turn 100, and he turns 100 on St. Cecilia's Day, November 22nd.
Yes, I remember
the patron
that now.
saint of music. So we're going to start this Britten Project with these 5 madrigals. They're literally like Renaissance madrigals filtered through an early 20th century lens, and they're wonderful pieces.
All right. We're talking about the best of the Virginia Chorale, their Silver Jubilee concert, coming up Saturday at First Lutheran Church in Norfolk. That's 8 o'clock. And Sunday, 3 p.m. at Williamsburg Presbyterian Church in Williamsburg. Scott Williamson will be directing the chorale. And there's a little added treat, what with the 10th anniversary of the Young Singers Project being observed.
That's right. Our young singers are going to join us for performances of Amy Scaria's piece. They're also going to join us for the performances of Adolphus Hailstork's works as well. So we're very excited to have our young singers joining us in their 10th anniversary as we celebrate our 25th.
Wonderful, wonderful. The Silver Jubilee concert with the Virginia Chorale coming up this weekend. For ticket information, 627-8375, or go online to vachorale.org. Thank you very much, Scott, as always.
Thank you, Dwight.
Pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you.